with a rhythm, free for rock, 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 high. With a rhythm, free for rock, 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 high.
Come on.
How is everybody doing today? Oh, it's a slow day. I was on a phone call with a gentleman earlier. If you're watching, how you doing, buddy? And I asked how he's doing today, and he told me about 32%. And you know what? Same. Freaking same. I love talking to old school, like, car guys and engineers because they have the best lingo. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out AVE on YouTube. Yeah, basically that. But yeah, let's get rid of this and let's get talking. The cat's in here, so maybe she'll join us. I'll leave her bed open for now. But, see? Like she's trained. She's actually not trained. I'm the one that's trained. But, man, let me turn the music down just a hair. It has been a rubbish day. So, Allison, this was crazy. So, I had a client drop off an Ender 5 Plus day. It is broken. So, we gotta fix it. But the weather got real bad as he got here. So I made the joke that, oh, I don't keep Crealities around. This is why the weather's getting bad. Freaking lightning struck less than 50 feet away from us. Like, there was a burn mark. I'm gonna go try to check it out once we're done with the stream, if I can. And if I'm able to, then I'll show it off to you guys. So. Yeah. I don't know. Let's get into it. So, I've got an Ikea lamp. Got a bit of a problem if you can't tell. So, let's talk about why this problem exists, and then we're going to see about how we can fix it. So, the issue that we have is I want to put a regular size light bulb, like just a generic E27, E26, E26, E27. A standard Edison socket light bulb into this thing. Cat, you're facing the wrong way. All they can see is your butt. Help me out here. But, yeah, and this lamp uses the candelabra standard, the small one. I think is like, E50 something. So with the adapter, it adds so much extra to it that the light bulb sticks out. And it's ugly as sin. And, we gotta fix this, because the idea here is that we use this to, and take it apart, I'm gonna actually mount them like this. And they're gonna wash color over the wall, because these are RGB W LEDs. So, that's at least the plan. Now, we don't need this stand where we're going, so we can just get rid of that. Now, I did want to try something before we got too far into this, because clearly this was assembled. So if I can disassemble this, I might just make a brand new shade rather than making an addition. So currently, I think all I can do is actually make an addition to the shade, because I don't think that I can get this whole thing apart. So we can take that off, which is good. I can pull this out, which is good too. But I don't think without really going heavy into this thing. I don't know. Let's take a look at it real quick. I didn't want to do this like before I started streaming, because I think this is important. That people really look at this and say, all right, how can I actually do something? Because if everyone just said 3D printing is the right answer, well, I'd probably have more money, but they probably wouldn't have their problem solved. So I'm working on the Dave Jones special, which is don't turn it on, take it apart. We're going to take it apart real quick. I did already turn it on, so I violated the Dave Jones law of physics. Let's see, we got a little tiny crochet needle. Perfect. Get in there. Okay. If I squeeze these, nope, that one just popped right out. So if I get this in here, I think I can viably... Come on. There we go. Alright. Use the tools at your disposal to make whatever you need to make. So, alright, we got this 2 thing apart here. We can see that, these 2 are not one piece, so can we pull them apart? Let's find out. So all I'm doing is, and this is, what light is this? I should have this open. Let me figure out what light this is. Give me just a second. This is an Ikea Svallet. Svallet, S-V-A-L-L-E-T. I'll put the link in the chat. That's what I'm working on. How's it going, Melissa Corbin? Yeah, so I want to see if we can first take this apart, because ultimately the easiest way for me to do this is to really just look at rebuilding it. You just pull out? There's a squeeze mechanism here that I don't understand. You have to screw a light bulb into it, and then you can pull the wires out? Oh, no, 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 no. You put something in there to pry it apart, and then the wires should viably pop out. Now, the cool thing is, I shouldn't have to remember which wire is which, because I don't actually think it matters in the American system, but we'll find out. No. So these could also be like one-way wires, one-way clips for the wires, so the wires can go in, but you can't pull them out. Although they might be a finger trap style. No, so they're locked in there pretty tight. God, my eye is really frustrating me lately. Sorry, my eye's constantly mad at me, so I apologize for the fact that it's always red in the videos. It bothers the hell out of me, and I don't have an easy way to fix it. Alright, I'm giving up on this. I might look at this a little bit harder later on, but for right now, for the purposes of this stream, we're going to assume it's not coming apart. And that's okay. Now, okay, I could also just cut this cord, bring this out, and put a new lampshade on it. But yeah, there are multiple ways to do this, but instead, I am going to make an extension for the... Come on, go back together. Sorry, you guys can't see all that, but I am just putting back together the main portion of this lamp. Hi, can I help you? Hi. What's going on, my sweet princess? How are you? You got food, you got water. Gave you a treat earlier. You should be good to go. Alright, so let me just get this all back together so that when I put the light bulb in, everything looks nice and happy. So for those of you just joining us, our problem here is that the dang light bulb sticks out of the dang top. Why think the music's maybe just a hair too loud, so let's turn that down just a bit. And we're going to make an add-on. So we gotta first design this thing out. So let me get my calipers. Let me go over to little Grant, and let's fire up ye old Fusion 360. And for those of you that are long-time subscribers to Three Musketeers YouTube channel, you've maybe seen the video that came out on Tuesday. If not, we released a edited version of last week's live stream. However, it's not a complete video because that part didn't actually work. I ended up having to go back to the drawing board a couple of times, and I filmed it all. So you guys will see the conclusion to that tomorrow, which I am really excited about. So make sure, if you are not subscribed, you get subscribed to our channel on YouTube, because of course we are streaming to Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Could you turn the music down a little more, please? Absolutely. That should be okay. I believe that's like right at my noise floor, so that should be all right. I have the music in there, so when I have dead spots, it's not so rough. So, sorry. All right, we got this part. We got to make this so we can get the angle correct, and then we're going to do the slot cuts. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So, let's do some measurements. Let's take the dang light bulb out. It's just going to get in the way. By the way, this is a Philips Easy Connect, right? Yep, Easy Control with app or voice, and it's plastic, so I'm not in danger of breaking it. So, anyways, let's go through this and let's open up Fusion 360. Sounds so fun. It's like I had it open and ready to go. By the way, I'll give you guys a bit of a hint. This is what the part ended up looking like from last week's live stream. So, you'll see the conclusion to this tomorrow. But that's not what we're here for today. We are here to make this work. So, we got to get some measurements. We can see here that about 112.38. So, let's make a... this is going to be absolutely a top-down one to do. Going to do a circle. I'm going to do 112.5. Should be good. Now I need to get my height. The reason that we're doing this is so that we can basically match the exact same contour that we have. So let's take a look. Jeez, Grant, get these calipers right, dude. 127. So, someone put a comment in there. Ha! Ha! Yeah, Amber's not breaking the bulbs, don't worry. And apparently Billy Rubin's playing Terraria. If you guys don't know Billy Rubin, go check out her channel. Billy is an awesome lady maker that does so... her videos are awesome. I highly recommend you guys go check her out. I'll put a link to her channel right in the description, but I guess I have Steam on, and Billy is hanging out, playing some video games on a much-needed vacation that she is currently taking. So I'm going to throw her channel on the YouTube. So if you are not on YouTube, go head over to our YouTube channel, get subscribed, of course, and you can go check out Billy Rubin's channel if you want to see what she does. So we've got our main sketch here. We're going to hit finish. We're going to construct an offset plane. It needs to be 127 millimeters away from it because that's the width. Now we're going to go ahead and do another sketch. We're going to click onto that plane. We're going to do another circle. This circle, though, is going to be a little bit smaller because it is the base. So let's figure out our base diameter. Is Ikea not doing things in metric? Because I'm getting like 71.25. This is really hard to measure because it's got a chamfer along the edge, if you can see. So it's really tough there to measure. I can take a basic guesstimate though and say, all right, that's 2. I'm gonna go 70. It's probably gonna be okay. Angle may not be right, but I don't think it's all that important for what we're doing. We're going to hit click finish for the finished sketch. We are going to go here. We're going to go to a sweep. We have this profile and that profile. Profile. Not a sweep, you dingus. You want to do, it's a loft. That profile, that profile. That's our lampshade. Ta-da! Grant, there is a paper bulb hanger in the garage. It looks like their cords are dropping replacements, but I couldn't unscrew it myself. You will need pliers. Well, I'm not going to be able to do that, especially right now. That would have been great to tell me a few hours ago. So, I'm going to do it this way. It's too late. Too late, John. Alright. Let's get our new body, which we've got. Now, we want to look at doing these ribs, because... Well, no. Let's get our thickness first. Our thickness is... Come on. All the way down. So, I'm just measuring the thickness of it. 2 1/4. Alright, so we're going to come back to this first sketch. We're going to do a O for offset. And we're going to offset negative 1.125. Which should give us... No, I actually have to do the whole thing. So 2.25. Oh, crap. The video title is wrong. What? Oh, I guess I didn't change that. Whoops. Let me figure out what this was again. Dang it. I need a few minutes here. Because I gotta get the name of the bulb again, which I lost in the thing. Yeah, it's too late, John. I know. Well, oh well. This is what happens when people don't do what they're supposed to do, and I'm left to do things without any way. So, you just... Alright. Yep. Alright, sorry guys, every time, nothing can ever go right on these videos. I try so damn hard, and I never can get stuff right. It just pisses me off. The thickness is going to be the same down here, but it's irrelevant, but I do want to make sure that we have it skinned out appropriately. But to do that, we got to do another construction plane, and I'm going to do negative, I don't know, 2.25. Assume it's the same thickness all the way through. So we're going to do a sketch there. We're going to project that onto it, which is great. We're going to do an offset of negative 2.25. That should give us our thickness. Beautiful. I can finish that sketch. Now I can come in here, create another loft between here and there. And that's going to cut it out. Bob's your auntie for a lampshade. Ta-da! Alright, stream's over. Bye. See you guys later. Alright, bye. Okay, but not really, though. Alright, let's actually do this. Anyways. Was that the BRB or was that the outro? That was the outro. Okay, I actually used the right one when I did that. That was a quick, oh, let's do it. It was funny the last time he did it. Alright, so we now need to get our, the things. I forgot what the hell they're called. But, the things. I'm gonna call them the things for now, because I don't really care. Alright, so we've got... They're about 2 millimeters wide. And probably 0.75 millimeters deep. So, how are we going to do this? We're going to do a sketch on the side of it. We're going to project this image, which should work. Yeah. Alright, we're going to connect from here to here on the sketch. That's going to give me my exterior profile, which is what I need. We're going to come in with a slot. Ribs. Yes. Ribs. Thank you. We're coming with a slot. We're going to do an overall slot because it will be easier. And so we're going to click here to a little bit beyond. So maybe like that. And It's 2 wide, so it's probably 1 deep. I'm guessing it's 1 deep. It looks like it, so. All right, so we'll make it 1 millimeter wide. Doesn't need to be much, because we're going to do something fun with it. We're going to come in here, and we're going to close off that path. That path is going to stay. Beautiful. Finish sketch. We're going to revolve this across this axis. And if I'm right, that should get us a little tiny rib. It's a little tiny rib. Yes, I'm making the current one. Is that 2 millimeters wide? How wide are you? You don't look like you're 2 millimeters wide. No, you're 1 millimeter wide. Which means these ribs are not even. Alright, delay of game, change of plans. Alright, we're gonna come back here. We're gonna edit this sketch. We're gonna get rid of, all of that. And that should leave me my black line, which is what I need. Alright, so I need to make another sketch on the top here. Nope. That was not the one that I wanted. Go back, another new sketch. I want to click that surface. So I'm just going to make a circle. Well, it's not a circle, it's an oval. So, alright, let me make a line here. Actually, first, let's project this surface so we have it. We make a line that's going to come from... Ooh, Grant, you got to do your L and your X. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to grab that center. Alright, beautiful. We're going to grab a 3-point arc here. It needs to come out 1 millimeter and in 1 millimeter, and that's all that we're trying to do. That would be fine. This is still a construction, so I gotta hit the X key. We're gonna dimension it out between here and there. I want it to be 1 millimeter, and from here to... I gotta project that little point because I need to be able to reference it. So I'm gonna dimension from here to there. I need that to be 1 millimeter as well. And so then I'm going to mirror. I'm gonna mirror. I want to mirror. Oh, whoops! I did not do that in my thing. So I'll mirror this. There's my mirror line. That is going to be the thing that we use. And yes, I'm making it up to match the current one and then change it up. Correct. I'm not going to make a brand new lampshade. I'm not going to go through all that work. Looking back at this, it probably would have been better to buy just their cord with a light bulb socket on it and then just design my own lamp. But now I just get 2 videos out of doing it. So we're going to edit this one first. It's probably not going to come out amazing. And then we're just going to end up rebuilding it from scratch. So, you know, that's the way things work sometimes. Some things on Twitch. Who's hitting me up? Oh, it's Mr. Cedarberg. Hashtag content, that's right, John. Shout out to Eric, who is currently DMing me on Discord about our latest video all about the SLM free float technology and how it's not as cool as I think it is because it has been around for a long time. And that is not the first time that I have heard that. He's not the first person to tell me that it's been around for a minute. And I believe him, because I believe most things Eric tells me. But that gives me a perfect time to plug the video in the chat. So thanks, Eric, for allowing me to plug the video in the chat. But that video is all about reasonably supportless 3D printing. And he's saying that Velo 3D and their support-free technology does very similar things and have done so for a while. Exact what each one of them are doing is hard to say since both are pretty secretive about what is going on in the back end. And he's totally right. Support, and it just pisses me off that SLM. Eric, can you explain how I am the superior twin? I don't think he's here. But no, he cannot. I would kick him. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. It's cool that Eric kind of reaches out to me and talks to me about this stuff, because there aren't a lot of other experts in the industry that I know specifically in metal additive manufacturing other than Eric. So we are going to do a sweep. We're going to choose this profile. We're going to choose this path, and she's just going to go right down. Now, you'll notice up here at the top, it rounds itself off. So, oh well. Alright, fine, I'll fix it. So to fix that, which one is the older one? I am older by 15 minutes. Jonathan has provided a problem for my mother since day one. Not even day one, before day one. Alright, now we got that done. Now we're going to go ahead and do ourselves a pattern. So let's do a circular pattern. We're going to do both these faces, and we're going to do them around that axis, and I just need a metric boatload of them. Like, I think 30. Yeah, nope, 30 is not even enough. 100? This is gonna be tough, because I just have to measure the distance. The distance between them is 3.25. 3.4, give or take. Alright, let's click OK and see where that gets us. Our distance is 0.199. Rip. Alright, so let's try 50. 2.3. Are these really 3 millimeters apart? Yeah, they're totally 3 millimeters apart. 3.43. Make it however you want. Make it gyroid infill for the outside. No idea how that's possible. It is possible. It's totally a thing. I am not going to do that because I want to maintain the old. I want to maintain the old one. 5. So it's. I don't know how to do this any better. So we're just gonna keep going about it this way till I get the number that I'm looking for. So forgive me. If you know better, let me know in the comments. That's good enough for government work. And if I'm right, this should be 2 millimeters apart. 1.99, good enough for government work. There is way more than 50 of these. Maybe not. Oh, it's gonna bother me so much. See, the big thing that we have to deal with, I'm gonna go to Big Grant here for just a minute. Oh, God, that was on my main thing. Oh, well. Who was messaging me on Hangouts? Oh, my dad. Hi, Dad. All right. Let me bring up Big Grant here, and kind of show you guys what's going on. So I want to build something that fits in, but I was maybe wanting it to click in. But yeah, the more I do this, the more I definitely don't want it to click in because it's going to be a metric pain in the ass to do. So forgive me, but we're done with this section, and we're just going to make the part that I need. Because, yeah, I was going to have it clip in, like, but I'm going to have it pressure slide in, and it'll be fine. It will just slide in, and it will be just fine. So, let's get rid of Big Grant, let's go to Small Grant, and, let's work on this side, since what we need to do is we need to worry about this profile. Not this song, something else. Sure, I don't know what this is. Yeah, this is just... I think... I've clearly done this wrong. Because Ikea's gets much closer down at the bottom. And mine is the exact same all the way. And I have a feeling that that's really where my failure is in this. And see, the cool thing about CAD is I can just delete my failures like it never happened. Alright, I'm going to ignore the outside because the plan I wanted to was have it to clip in, but a slide in should be just fine. We've got tons of room here, and so sliding it in won't be that bad. So if we look, I got tons of room to work with, so I'll have it slide in. It'll be a pressure fit, and life is good. All right. So this is our original light. And so we are going to grab back to sketch 1 here. And, no, actually, Grant, you have a better way to do this. Again, I try to do these without, like, major plans involved, because if I do, it's kind of like cheating. And I get, yes, I can just use my resources and all that, but, I don't know, I want this to be as real for you guys as possible. The lampshade needs to be a minimum 80 millimeters tall. I'm probably going to do it 90. I think 75 is probably enough. 80 gives me plenty of clearance, but we'll go to 90 just so that we can. So what we need to do first is we need to construct an offset plane, negative 90 millimeters from this. Okay. And what we need to do is we need to look at what this looks like. So we can do that with sketch 4. We can take this offset plane and move it all the way back here. So offset plane exists now when sketch 4 existed. Sketch 4 is right here. Okay. And we're going to project that. And so what we can do is we can take this line. Here. Okay, we can do that. Now what we can also do is say that we're going to do a line and an X to give us a thing here. We're going to say that this is coincident with that, which it should be. And we will offset this other direction by 2.25, which is the whole thickness. We are on construction, so I'll get rid of that. And now I just need to do a regular line. So from here to there. And that should now give me a... oh, nope. I need this to be parallel with that, which it is. Okay. Now I need to make a line. Yeah, that should be fine. Cool beans. Alright, so now we got our part. We can now look at revolving it. So we can revolve this section along the center axis. And we're going to do a new body. And so that is effectively a dead-on copy, right? What the heck? Why is it not a dead-on copy? It should be a dead-on copy, okay? Add-on. I'm going to get rid of the original one for right now, because we do need to create a... actually, we can do it off of this sketch. We need to create another offset from our main circle here. Oh, I guess I have to offset from this one. So let's do... we want to do probably 0.45 times 3 is 1.35. So 1.35 plus 2.25, which is 5.6. Reverse the direction, and that should... I'm going to do a dimension here. It's just going to yell at me. Why is it 3.35? Granted, bad math somewhere. Yeah, I want 1.35, you dingus. I want to be like 3.6. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Alright. So that will get us that section. So what we're going to do is bring back sketch 4, because we need to extrude this up, but we need to do it along that axis. So let's do a construction plane from here. If it goes in 2 inches, we should be fine. So let's do 50. Beautiful. And if we go ahead and do a sketch there, we're going to project. Is that right? Not what I really wanted to do, but I think I can make it work. So we're going to do a point right where those two... Can I not do a point where those two lines cross? Oh, man. Oh, this is bad. Fusion's getting mad. Why are you getting mad? You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Right? Ooh, I've dropped a lot of frames. I'm sorry. Hey guys, make sure you leave a like on the stream as well. It helps us out greatly. Alright, well, I don't really have an answer for this. You go to sketch 4 and let me extend this out. I'm gonna extend this all the way out to there. Which, with let me go back into sketch 7 and see, because I'm betting if I put across a real line here. Yes, I am trying to create an inner cylinder wedge. Good eye, Allison. So I'm trying to extrude it. Oh, I know what I can do. All right, I got a plan. We are going to do a loft. We're gonna loft all of this out to that, which is going to give me my inner profile now. Okay. And now we're going to look at sketch 7, which actually I need sketch 7 to occur after. I need that to occur before. All right, so I need sketch 7 to occur afterwards. Let me go into sketch 7, and I'm going to hit P for project. I don't want it to project anything else. So let me go to project. That is not what I was hoping for, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to get that outline right where it needed to be. But, I think I can make this work still. So I'm going to hit E. Just going to take this entire thing and just delete it. Because, again, I don't care about this. Okay. I also now need to pull away that construction plane, and I need to do another loft from here through to plane 2 with sketch. Yeah, with that. Oof. Not what I wanted. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So, how did that work? Was there a sketch 3? There was a sketch 3. Sketch 2 is right there. Okay, so it was... No, I needed to go to sketch... I need to go to sketch 3. Yes. Alright, so let me try lofting this one more time. We're going to loft between... I'm going to turn off plane 4 between here and here. Okay, and if I did this right... Clearly didn't. Is the inner circle thing needs to be extruded the really thin circle? Yes, that is correct. I need to extrude the really thin circle, and unfortunately, I could shell it, but what I first want to do is bring back this sketch, because we have our add-on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to revolve this profile along the center axis here, which is that, and that's going to skin it. And this gives me what I need for my inside. Now I just need to shell this, which I should be able to do with the shell tool. So let's... I don't really use a shell tool very often. But yeah, let's shell it. Let's shell it to, again, like 1.35. Yep. Okay. Cool beans. And I'm going to cheat. I'm going to create an offset right where that is. And I'm going to create a sketch. I am going to project. I'm going to project a big circle and click OK. I'm going to hit extrude. I'm going to do that and that. And I'm going to cut them out. I'm going to bring the add-on back. Haha. 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 Haha! Let's see. Do we have... I now need to pull a, section analysis. I need to see what my, Yep. Okay, so... Because these aren't the same, I gotta find a way to get them to attach to each other. So to do that, we're gonna cheat. We're just gonna click this, as well as... I gotta get rid of these sketches, so they're gonna get in the way. I'm gonna click extrude of this. No, I want to sweep it. This and that. Why don't you let me... Yeah, that's basically what we're doing. We're doing basically an extendable telescope. And path is going to be sketch. Yep. Okay. That. Ack. Well, that is clearly not right. Let me go back to sketch 4. Let me make some adjustments to sketch 4. I'm going to do a, Hey, I'm live streaming. Yeah, what's up? Hi, my dad's here. Let's see here. You guys remember him? The lovable loaf that hung out with us on the Father's Day podcast, which I think is honestly one of our best podcasts to date. Dad, if you want to come in and say hi to the folks, there's not many people hanging out, but if you want to come in and say hi, you are absolutely welcome to do so. I figure about 1 millimeter in should be fine. That's a few solid layers. That should be fine. Here, let me go to Big Grant. You can come say hi to people. There. How's it going? The cat is freaking out because you smell like Drago. My dad has a dog, a Dogo Argentina. Argentina or Argentino? Argentino. Which is basically a hair missile for those that don't know. They're crazy fast dogs. And he came by because he is going gonna go home for what, a week or so? Yeah, about a week. He's taking next week off of work, gonna go enjoy his week off. So we're glad he's taking some time. Everyone deserves some time off. So let's do an offset here. I'm gonna flip it, that way I have options to do offsets on both sides. Beautiful. We'll set that. Alright, so that's what we want to do. We want to revolve this. I want to do a full revolve around the center axis. You gonna work? Yeah, you will. Yeah, hell yeah, you will. That's awesome. Alright, so now I've got them attached to each other, and they should be one body, which they totally freaking are. Beautiful. Alright, so let's do my favorite thing, fillets! Gonna put some big-ass fillets on this. Now, here, I can't really put that big of a fillet because we have only a small lip. Most likely, I'm not gonna put any fillet. So I have to make sure that, you know, we've got enough meat here to actually work. That, and I don't want to print this with any support material. My goal is to have no support material. So if you do a pretty large fillet, like, I don't know, 50 millimeters, right? It's basically a smooth line at that point, right? Even if we come way down, it becomes a smooth line here pretty quickly. But it's such an easy transition that the printer can do it without a lot of BS. So we got that. And if we get rid of our analysis, there we go. It is. It's like a freaking solo cup. But you know what? That's kind of the way things go sometimes. Let's see. Those are not identical. It says it is, but it gives me a weird line. I don't know why Fusion does this. This is obviously some sort of a thing to tell you where you've done stuff. But, like, this follows the exact same line. So this should fit in, that should come out, and as long as I got my angles correct, everything should be good. And I'm going to kind of cheat the system here. I'm going to go negative 0.05 to pull just a little bit of meat away from this. But on the inside, I'm going to do a press pull again, and I'm going to give it 1.35. Let's go to 1.5. Give it a little extra meat on there for the printer to grab onto. So let me bring up Prusa Slicer, because we're going to need that in a minute. Because this one, I think we can probably look at moving toward getting it printed. So it's going to print like this. That way we have no support material. So if I wanted to, and I probably should, I should chamfer this top edge so it fits in well. And what we're going to, normally you do a chamfer with, just putting in a number and it just chamfers it. I'm doing 2 distances, so I want to do, just for the sake of it, let's do 1 and 1. But instead, I'm going to go 1 millimeter in, but I'm going to come down quite a bit. So we have a chamfer that I know is going to go in, but then it might get a little bit large and make it tough to go in. So the idea is that it's a press fit. We want a press fit. Press fit is important here. So let's look at that press fit. Should be okay. Let me see where we're at. I think we're at 0.5 millimeter here. 0.47, that's just enough for one extrusion. So let's go ahead and save this. Now, I'm looking at this thinking, you, sir, are a moron. And you should have, done it as an outline and then revolved it, and you would have had it good. But, sometimes you gotta do things the hard way to learn that there was an easier way to do it. The right way to do it, for those that are wondering what the hell I'm talking about, by the way, there's your original light on it, so it's like a big megaphone. For those wondering the right way to do it, and you know what, I'm gonna do this. First, I'm going to move these out of the way. So let me just grab both of these. I'm gonna hit the move key. Gonna move these over, get them out of the way. We're going to do this one more time. We're gonna do it from the side. Right, so the right move would have been for us to come in, kind of understand what our halfway point was, come down to like that, come out, come down, come over, come, I don't know, back to like there, or something, over to here, up to here, right? That would have been kind of reasonably what we should have done, but we didn't. Now, of course, none of that is dimensioned out, and, all blue. But, yeah, that is effectively what you'd want to do. Hey, Dad's RC Workbench, how you doing? I'm also going to undo the move because that doesn't matter. You're checking your resin printer. How's the resin print going, man? You enjoying it? I'm going to rename this. So this is a Svallet, S-V-A-L-L-E-T. Svallet. So this is the new cone for E27. And I'm going to go and download this. So let's save it as an STL. Allison says, I think that part being smooth and the other section being ribbed will look awesome. There are too many jokes there that I'm just not going to say. But I hope it does, because that's the way it's going to be. Let's grab our high temp Prusa. Because this is an LED, I can do this in basically any color I want. And if we go over, if you guys are just joining us and you don't know about the poll, we put out a poll Here, I will link to it for you all. How do I do that? Looking to see how I can link to the poll. Looking to see how I can link to the poll. No, I want to link. Cool. Alright, so if you haven't voted in the poll, now is kind of your last chance. Go to our YouTube page, vote in the poll. We want to see what you've got. Show me what you've got. For the colors, because I'm curious. Ooh, that was a capability sheet that we're working on. We got our new cone. It's a big boy, but I don't think it's going to pose us too many problems. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna do a PLA because personally I really want to do it in the silk blue. Silk blue. I think this thing is gonna end up being straight perimeters, but we'll see. What do you think? Straight perimeters, yes or no? I think it's gonna be straight perimeters. Oh yeah, she's gonna be straight perimeters. And the reason we're printing it this way again is to basically remove the support material that would need to be right there. Oh yeah, she's thin, absolutely solid all the way through 5 hours. 126 grams, are you kidding me? Golly, that's a lot of plastic. Jeez. Alright, well, that is the cost of doing things custom. It's gonna cost me basically as much as these lights cost to make the part for it. Dang. Well. Alright, we're gonna make some changes to this. I don't want this thing to be this big. It's upsetting me how big this is and how much plastic it's using. So, let's go through it and let's figure out how tall we actually need this thing to be. Right there should be plenty. 70 millimeters is plenty. So we did our initial piece here at 90. I'm going to come back and I'm going to change it to 80. Okay. And this occurred here. No. When did this one occur? Here. 50. I want to do this at like 35. And that's just, yeah, it's still gonna work. So much smaller now, which is good. And so I'm taking a look at the post right now. Overwhelmingly, we're seeing shiny blue. Now, my dad says the only two colors I should ever make things are green and white. Go Michigan State. But white is kind of on brand, but Michigan State green is not, unfortunately. And I got the Branzar to worry about, so, you know. Anyways, I like the smaller version, so I'm going to save this, and under my version description, I'm going to say smaller variant. Now, what I could have done is actually copied the body before I made these changes, but it would have been a real pain in the ass. I would have had to go back, and I didn't want to do it. So we're going to save this as an STL. It's going to save as, I'm going to save it as V2. That way we can show them both. So let's go into Fusion. New cone. Okay. I can't even fit them both on the same damn build plate. Good lord. Yeah, which makes sense because they're bigger than, yeah, they both don't fit. So that was 126 grams of filament. Let's see what this one's gonna be. Blue is used to make green. That is, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I've really been enjoying the silk blue. What diameter is the larger end? That's where the light bulb's gonna sit. So, oh, what diameter? What is the opening? The opening of the other end interior is about 135 millimeters. The outside is About 140. So this is 106. This is still going to work, but I've just reduced myself by 20 grams of material. Now, ultimately, my goal would be to get it under 100, because then I could print 10 of them with 1 kilo of filament, making them about $2 a piece in cost to 3D print. Unfortunately, I don't know how much more I can squeeze out of this before it starts to get a little iffy. I could probably go to lower on this, so let's go back here. Should be this offset, right? No. It's this one. So if we go from 35 to 25, that's only an inch. That's not a lot of grab. I'm going to come to this chamfer here, and I'm actually going to reduce it quite a bit. That way we still have a reasonable amount of meat left. So let's download this one more time. This is about as probably good as it's gonna get. Nothing going on there. All right. So we're gonna get rid of that one. We're going to bring in the new one. And you guys will be able to see them next to each other how much shorter it is. Okay, it's a fair bit shorter. Okay. So we do that, we hit slice and print. It lets us kind of get an idea for what's going on here. This is what happens when I'm streaming. My computer's like, because it's rough on my computer to stream. 102, come on! I really only need 70. Do I really want to push my luck and go to 75? Oh man, we're gonna make this happen. I'm gonna make this happen. All right, this is so risky. Let me go to 75. It should be okay. All right, one more save. Small. All right, let's save as STL. This is what I love about Fusion as well, for those that don't know. Let me make sure that you guys can see it as well. Okay, you can't. So you can see all the versions that you've made. And if you're like, crap, that last one was really good, I can open it and eventually promote them if I wanted to. So this is what I like about Fusion. All right, so one more try. This is why we love 3D modeling and 3D printing, because we can just iterate on the fly, and it takes very little effort to get there. Waiting for things to do their things. Waiting for things to do their things. 96.2. Let's go. All right. I could make it. God, I want to make it just a little bit bigger. I'm going to push my luck. Let me see if I go to 77. Kind of split the difference and see if I can get it under 100. All right. One more save. And they all save as the next variant. So if I go to my downloads, you can see I've got a bunch of them in my downloads. So one more try here. One more like that. See where we're at. $98. I'll take it. Oh, we got just a hair bit of infill. 4.5 hours. Jeez. Now, I could come in here, go to my speeds, and say external perimeters are not really a big deal. Turn up to like 75. And we'll probably cut a bunch of time down, which is ultimately what we're trying to do here. 3 hours 40, so we cut like 30 minutes out of the print process, and it'll probably still look just fine. All right, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty satisfied with this. I think this is going to be a good one. We're under 100 grams, so that's really what we're looking for. 3 hours and 40 minutes is not that bad, and that's proprietary, but oh well. Let's go to Prusa PLA, so none of that gets shown. We're going to show you what it actually costs in material. $2.73 to make it. The light from Ikea is listed at $5.99. So, is what it is. It is what it is. You get, look, I never said this was going to be a productive one. But that kind of shows you the difference of what injection molding is. This thing is crazy heavy. It's heavier than 100 grams worth of plastic. I'm guessing this is PVC? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it doesn't tell you anything. And alternatively, remember, all I had to really do was just cut the cord, drill a bigger hole, and actually use this down there. And so if we did that, the light would actually stay inside. So I'm just saying there are other ways to do this that aren't as mean, I guess is probably the right word. Because yeah, this is not the nicest thing to do, and it's definitely not the cheapest. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I don't think there's much to this one. Kind of is what it is. You know, like I said, the right way to do it would have been to draw it out and then revolve it. It would have been a much faster method, but I guess at the time of my design, it did not cross my mind. I'm reasonably happy with this at this point. I think that this should get the job done. But let's see how we can make this a little bit, not gonna say cooler, but gonna say cooler. I want to be able to wrap text. I always forget how to do this. So, how do you wrap text in Fusion 360? Well, let's Google that. Let's look together. Oh, of course, there's a Maker's Muse video on this, so, hey, points to, Angus, so, really don't want to have to watch a video, so let's do this. Oh, you idiot, you can emboss things. That's a thing. I can emboss. Is that gonna work? I don't know. Let's try it out. Let's do a sketch face. Let's do a sketch face like this. I'm going to create some text. "3D Musketeers." I really prefer Ossifont, but I don't think it's going to emboss properly, which is a bit of a bummer. Looking for a new font to use. I'll try Ossifont, but I don't think it's going to work. Oh, Open Sans. Open Sans and Ossifont are incredibly similar. No, they're not. No, they're not. All right, cool. We'll do that. Except I want to make this a lot bigger. We are going to create a line with an X Get out of here. LX from the center point. Because we want to... Oop, I want it to be parallel. Okay. I want to wrap 3D Musketeers around the whole damn thing. I think it would be hilarious. Isn't polypropylene minimum 20% recycled? It can be, but there's only a few materials out there to 3D print polypropylene. Polypropylene is a very difficult material. In the industry, it's known as PP. So PP is very, very difficult to 3D print. It doesn't like sticking to itself. But that's also why it makes for phenomenal injection molds, because nothing really sticks to it either. So we have that. Let's create an emboss. This is our profile. This is our face. Oh, that was so bad. What the hell is going on with this? Oh, that is so bad. All right, so that's not gonna work. Oh, okay. So it's made of polypropylene. Polypropylene is nice though because I can chemical weld to it. Is it really polypropylene? Why it says I'm in Canton, Michigan is hilarious. Yep. Polypropylene, minimum 20% recycled, which makes sense because, you know, it's got to be cheap. Sustainability and environment. Oh well. It's cool. Nice find, Allison. You know what? I'm going to watch this, and you guys are going to watch it with me. So let me turn off the music real quick. Let me go to this. Let me go to the Maker's Muse video.
In this CAD for Newbies, we're checking out Emboss in Fusion 360, a new tool I've just added which allows you to do text like this on a curved surface. It's incredibly cool and powerful, and I'm going to show you how I used it to make
Angus
this
makes
simple
great videos, by the
lens
way.
cap dust filter for my brand new streaming setup. Let's get started.
If you are not subscribed to Angus over Maker's Muse, go do that. Like,
How's it going, guys? Angus here from Maker's
See?
Muse, and
We're
welcome back to another CAD for Newbies. I know it's been some time, but thanks for being patient. This is a tool I used to use all the time in Main. So what I have here is just a simple shape with a curved surface and a flat surface and some simple text in a sketch. And I want to use that sketch to extrude into the shape to result in readable text. Now, when it comes to just the flat extrude, incredibly simple. If you haven't seen my video on extrudes, by the way, highly recommend checking it out. It's a fundamental for 3D modeling. But when it comes to the curved surface, what are our options? Well, let me show you a few ways I used to have to do it before the Emboss tool was introduced. First is to just do another extrude. Now, this will work for some things, but not others. And text is a good example of where it just won't work very well. So I'll grab the text here and do just a straight blind extrude like this.
That's like basically
just as an
what
example,
I used to
and you can already see the issues. Now, this is taking that text, and from the front, sure, it looks great, but from the side, it's cut down the same distance all around. So this L is very deep, but the T is very shallow, and that's not going to work for most people's applications. So another option, which again I go into detail in the extrude video, is to change the extent. That determines
I want to emboss on a cone. He's got a whole thing for
will
that.
also work with the Emboss tool. So again, we have some text here, but let me just show you what the extrude will actually do using the extrude from a surface, from an object. And using the extrude to object command, again, from the front, it looks perfect. But if you go to any other angles, it's clearly not. You can see the further it gets away from that front plane, the more it distorts. And that's going to make a real pain for you when you want to make readable text, or you want to keep a logo or similar without distortion. So let's try the Emboss tool instead. Just like that. So again, we get a little bit of distortion because it needs to conform to the surface, but we get perfectly readable text. Something I do find quite neat with the Emboss tool is you actually get quite a bit of freedom to where the emboss or deboss ends up.
Yeah,
so
I
here I have
tried
it
that, but it just got worse.
You actually choose to position it on that surface. You can move it up and down. You can move it left and right. So this is...
All right, I think I'm doing it in the right orientation. So I think the big thing is that I had myself off of the off of there, so let's actually do this, and let's make it collinear.
Yeah, I'm lost and
I want to go here.
cold to the touch.
And let's make this
I
like...
pretend like I don't remember your name.
No.
Living masterpiece
Whoops.
turns to blasphemy.
Wrong way!
When I close my eyes,
9
I
is
still
good. I
see
like 9.
your face.
9 fits, right?
We were the thunder and
Totally
the
does.
lightning. Burn fire
He
started
said that he
from the
could be
spark.
embossed.
I was fishing just to watch you twirl. It was us against the world.
We
You
use
were the
the
rain
embossed
falling on
tool
my skin.
here.
Yeah, I was dying when you
Face is
pulled me
here.
in. I was your rebel and you were my girl.
I wonder if this has
It was
something to do
us
with...
against the world.
Oh, right! I have the music loud still. Sorry. 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 Sorry, Allison. Alright, I'm gonna turn this down. This is like very loud. Very, very loud. Alright. I'm betting that it is my font. So let's go back here and let's change the font to an actually decent font. Ossafont's not going to work well. Open Sans. I just don't like the look of Open Sans. Unfortunately, you can't always get good CAD for your fonts that you want to use. So, is what it is. We'll use non-bold Arial because I know it's going to work. And ultimately, working is better than being perfect. Alright, so let's finish the sketch. And let's see if that was our problem. So now we're going to go to Emboss here with our tangent chain there. It's exactly what it was. Yep. Exactly what it was. Exactly what it was. It was the damn, it was the font. I had it right the whole damn time. It was just the friggin' font. I am actually going to deboss it. But I don't want to deboss it 2 full millimeters. I think 1 would be plenty. Yeah. I like that. Alright, so now we can go back and we can look at doing other fonts. Now that we know it works, we can go back and look at doing other fonts. It might be a little bit closer to the company's font. So we have a Clatteron URW or something like that. So, yeah, this is Clarendon. Excuse me, Clarendon. This is one of the company fonts that we use. So I would think that Thomas would be happier if I went with a font that was actually one of the ones that he painstakingly chose for our company. Gonna be some real tiny letters though, man. You know what, let's do it at 7. Should be fine. If I finish the sketch, yep, should do it. Beautiful. Oh, the emboss worked just fine. Yeah, that's fine. Why are you mad? It worked perfectly fine. Faces. What's this? Faces. Here. Part was... What's this? Unselected. Sketch 10. That. Why won't it let me do it this time? Weird, because if I click out, it works totally fine. Unless... That is definitely not the same font. Okay. So let's look at redoing this one more time. I gotta turn this on. We gotta go to Create, Emboss. We want that. We want this for the face. But now it won't let me do it. It's gotta be because of the font is... Yeah. because it sees the font as non-cadable. That's the right term. I'm going with that's the right term. All right, one more try before we just use Arial and go with it. Oh man, we could do it in Comic Sans. We could do it in Comic Sans. You know what? We're just gonna do Arial. Whoops. Yep, we'll just do Arial. No big deal. Arial should be able to go up to 8.4. Done. Is what it is, guys. We chose fonts that are not all that, like, catable, if that makes sense. We should really look at making our font catable. That'd be kind of cool. You know what? Also, let me go here. I don't want this to be that deep. I'm actually thinking, like, maybe even 0.6. And the reason is I don't want it to have that much of an overhang. So, all right, let's go to pattern, circular pattern. You all know where I'm going with this, okay? I'm going to go to features because this is a feature. It is not a bug. It is a feature. And we're going to select the vertical axis. Oh, it's mad. Oh, it's mad. Oh, I had because I had 100 last time. Right. No wonder it's mad. Let's do 10. 10 should be fine. 10 should be fine. 10's fine. It is so mad. Fusion is so mad at me. Fusion is mad. Fusion is mad. Fusion is mad. Oh no! Fusion is real mad. How mad is it? Let's find out. Fusion's real mad. Oh man, Fusion is real mad. We're gonna let it think about what it's done for just a minute, ladies and gentlemen, but yeah, that's what happens sometimes. That's what happens sometimes. This is kind of the bummer of having a software that is CPU bound rather than GPU bound. If we take a look at my computer right now, I'm basically straight pinned. My GPU is like, what? What's going on? You're doing what? Oh, I don't care. Now my CPU is like, okay, I can breathe again. Oh man, Fusion is really mad at me. I really should do subscribe to 3D Musketeers on it. That would be hilarious. I think that was my brother's idea. Don't tell him I said that. Although I think he can hear me, so I don't really think it matters. 10 should be fine. 10 is fine. Oh, this is so rough on the program. Like, to give you guys an idea, it's completely CPU bound. It's the one downside of Fusion 360. If it was GPU bound, it would just be so much better. Like, I'm only using 20% of my GPU, and I would bet dollars to donuts. Yeah, it's Google Chrome, which is, oh, because it's my Twitch stream. I have my Twitch stream live. What if I turn off my Twitch stream? Oh yeah, Chrome is much easier when I turn off my Twitch stream. But it's also because it forces me to leave open my the YouTube stream. So, all right, we got that. But now I'm gonna be persnickety and see if we can do subscribe to 3D Musketeers. Actually, before we do that, let's make this kind of right to there, and I have a plan. 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 And we can do this in the center like that. And it should be okay. Let's see how mad things get. And... oh, it's not gonna go good. Oh, it's computing. It's computing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. Oh, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Wow, it worked. Kind of. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I put subscribe to 3D Musketeers on it? Or is that just way too YouTuber-y and I shouldn't do it? Because I kind of want to do it because if it's thin enough, which I bet it is. How thin is this? Oh, it's 1.65 millimeters. That's really thick. Do both and see what looks better. Wow! Thanks, John. Well, all right. Let's see how I can do that. To do that, how do I do that appropriately? I want to do two separate bodies, but I don't think this is gonna look good. Allison says stick to that, but less of them. I don't want to have to recompute the pattern, to be honest with you, because I think it is just going to kill itself if we do that. But let me look at this emboss real quick, because what I'd like to do is have it be a lot. Have it be, because like, it's not. No, it's not really what I'm looking for. I want it all to kind of look the same, but it won't just because of the way that it's working. John says then add a sticker later. It's probably not a bad plan. What happens? Oh, flip normals. I don't want to flip normals, but it's going to yell at me now. See, then that goes over there. That'd be great if you were embossing the inside of it. Which would be hilarious if I embossed the inside of it. And it looked completely smooth on the outside. It was a lithopane. What do we think of that? What do we think of that? Doing it on the inside so it looks totally smooth on the outside, but when you turn it on, it definitely says 3D Musketeers on the inside, or like subscribe to 3D Musketeers. That, my friends, would be hilarious. It wouldn't look as cool as on the time lapse though. No, Jonathan, you wanted me to do like a lithopane of the cat. Allison says lithopane, so all right, we'll do lithopane. All right, so we'll do that. Oh, well, we got a problem. Oh, that's not good. So we got a bit of a problem because of that fillet. So if we go, this is the only fillet there. I'm gonna click OK. I'm gonna readjust this fillet. I really gotta get rid of this song. I keep forgetting to. Let me find it. Here we go. Alright, I want to get rid of it. We gotta come here and adjust this fillet. Like to 20. Let's see how that works for the emboss. Then after this, if it looks good, we'll get it rolling. Dang, it still doesn't. I might have to completely get rid of this. Let's see what happens now. I can make the font smaller. I just don't want to have to deal with all that. So I know I got a plan. Let's see what happens. How broken things get. Okay, cool. That actually worked better than I was expecting. All right, now we got to make it like reasonably thick here. So let's do like 1.6 millimeters. And what we'll do now is, now that we've kind of decided that we're doing it on the inside, I gotta wait for this thing to finish computing, but once it's done on the inside, we will go ahead and take a measurement and see how thick it is. If it's any thicker than about 1 millimeter, it's probably not gonna show through. Normally for lithopanes, you do it with a somewhat transparent material. Oh god, 6.5 millimeters. I mean, that'll print, so I'm not too worried about that. All right, I still want to do this fillet, so we can do that. But now that we have our thing on there, it shouldn't interfere. Oh man, everything is chugging because of how much effort all these computes take for all these pieces that it has to interact with. Wow. It's just a waiting game at this point, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for the rough video here, but it kind of is what it is, at least for me. All right, so it said, "No, sir, too big. Get the hell out of my house." All right, let's look at like 10. Can we do 10? Oh man, that's tough. Victoria, what do you think of all this? This cat cannot be just bothered. Just look at her. I'm gonna get rid of the Grant cam for just a second, because I mean, just look at her. Just look at her. Can I get a like on the video for this adorable cat? Oh, so precious. Just so precious. So precious. Literally overflowing from her bed. Literally overflowing. You know what? We're going to leave it. That's more entertaining than watching my dumb face. Okay, this is what I was thinking it would do, where... Oh, man, it is really tough. Where it's just going to start filleting on the threes, which is totally fine. I don't care. I just need enough of a fillet so that this is not a very harsh edge, which I think that should do us fine. Who's a good kitty, Miss Victoria? Oh. Who's a good kitty? It's you. It's you. Everybody loves the cat. How do you like on that video for the cat, please? Oh. So tired. So tired of my crap. Alright. So, litho question mark is why I'm saving it. So let's go ahead and save as an STL. Now this one's different, so I'm gonna do litho. Go back into this. Nope, don't do that. Grant, turn it off. 16.5 megabytes, by the way. The first file was 324 KB. This one's 16.5 megabytes. To give you an idea of how much bigger of a file this is. So we're going to turn off support material because it's a Prusa. By the way, Lulzbot released a new printer. We saw it at Murph. I didn't go to Murph, but we saw videos of it at Murph. If I can get enough information, that's going to be Friday's video. And yes, we're going to film a video between now and Friday and get it edited and get it out to you guys because, well, that's just how much we love you. Oh, no. Excuse me? What? What? Why? That's totally thick enough. Don't give me any of that malarkey. Oh no, I clicked the wrong thing. Fine. All right, I'll decrease. It said it was I mean, hold on. Let's see how thick we are. Cuz that's going to matter a lot more. So it's 2.25. Why is Prusa Slicer not actually slicing that? What is going on in these settings? I got detect thin walls. Huh. Alright, well. Grant did it again. Click the wrong thing. Alright, I'm going to make the deboss, I don't know, 1.2. Just waiting here for things to get done. Look at all the computing power here. My computer's mad. Oh, so mad. Yeah. Sorry for the delays. This is just the way it goes. Alright, so we got the part. I'm just going to download as an STL, because I just think we should be okay. I'm not going to save that just yet, because I don't know if it's going to work, so that does not work. Turn you off. 14.5 megabytes, so a smaller file. Now we're waiting on Prusa Slicer. Sending you guys nice messages. Oh, hey, by the way, live stream is changing next week. We are no longer streaming at 5 p.m. We are going to be starting to stream at noon Eastern time. Which, Allison, I feel like you might enjoy that because it is considerably earlier on in the day for you. Boy, this thing's gonna suck to print. But we did a poll about that a while ago. So, yeah. Keep an eye on our YouTube community, guys. Make sure that you do get subscribed and everything like that because, you know, we do our best to, you know, show you guys when we can, I guess. I don't know. Like, kind of work with you all when possible. For those of you that haven't voted yet, I'm going to go ahead and put the link to vote. I am pretty certain that I'm going to do it at noon. Like, I have it in my calendar for noon next week. But I would love to hear other people's opinions, so if you guys have an opinion on it, please let me know. I think it's going to be a friggin' nightmare. Look at that. 7.5 hours to print, basically. Jeez. And theoretically, yeah, we should be good there. I mean, I'll try it, but good lord, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time. Alright, well, that's really it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. A little bit simple. Didn't exactly go as I planned. Because, like, yeah, I could just cut and solder this and just build my own damn lampshade. And the only thing I gotta do is worry about that, which is, like, no freaking big deal at all. Or I could just cut it, drill a bigger hole, which we might do to some of them to see if it works, and if not, I just 3D print a plug that goes back in. So, anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this one. I'm gonna bring up the full size. I still have it on the cat, and that's okay, because look at that adorable cat. That cat is just adorable, and all she ever wants to do is just sleep. Look at those toe beans. Look at the little toe beans. They're just so good. Is there anything more pure than a cat sleeping? So. Noon will be 5 p.m. there, so probably tea time for her kids, so she'll see how it goes. I am GMT -4, or +4. -4. I'm not -5. So unless you're GMT +1, I don't know. Either way, I think noon is really going to be what we do. And the idea here is that we are going to run into the 2 p.m. video. So we release videos every single day of the week. So Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. And like the days that we don't have edited down live streams, like Tuesday would normally be an edited down live stream day. Don't know if we're going to edit this one down. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. But if we don't, we'll release the time lapse at 2 o'clock instead of the edited down live stream. John says -5. I thought we were -4. Oh well. But yeah, noon here. We're BST. We're -4 now because of daylight savings. Yeah, John, I'm right. We're BST, so GMT +1 for October. So daylight savings hits all of us. Okay. So it's still 5 hours total. But yeah, the idea is that if we do it at noon, it's like 9 a.m. on the West Coast. It's noon on the East Coast. It's 5 p.m. for Allison. And I think it should be a decent time. I'm willing to work with you guys, but this later time in the afternoon is really tough on me too, because a lot of emails and work comes in right around this time. And so doing it a little bit earlier in the day should, mean things are a little bit cleaner for us. But yeah, I mean, it's just a thought. But yeah, it's an adorable little cat. Look at her. Just look at her. So precious. All right, I'm sorry, but I'm going to go away from the Victoria cam. I'm going to come back to the Grant cam. Hi. Hi. How are you all doing? My name is Grant, and yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We're going to maybe do one where we just do the hard cut. Because, yeah, this will fit in. I will design something that clips onto here, and if I fail, I fail. It's a $5 light. I don't really care all that much. I mean, I care, but I would prefer it to be 3D printed. That way we can open source it and allow people that have these lights that want to use full-size Edison sockets can do it. That's what's important to me. So, yeah, that's really it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. I know it was a little bit weird. And I definitely only scheduled it like a couple of hours ago because I'm a moron and forgot to do it earlier. But that's what happens sometimes. Hope you all enjoyed this one. Stay safe out there. Don't forget to call your loved ones. And as always, keep making awesome. Have a good one. Pet the cat. Pet the cat. Pet the cat. She bites. She bites. She bites. She munch. She munch. She munch. See you guys later. Oh, right back asleep. Jeez. She had a long day. She had a really long day today. She's had a really long day. Hope you guys have had a good day. We'll see you later.